this plate in our individual ways before we start. CEO, the SMT members, hospital management, the volunteers from Giving Back to the Gambia Foundation. It's a charity foundation. Today we are gathered here today to witness a presentation from this charity organization. Some time ago, in the presence of Mr. Bansang, brought in a letter. The letter is entitled Delivery of Assortment of Items to Fight Against Coronavirus COVID-19. He brought this letter to inform us or to notify us that they will bring in this assistance to this hospital. And that Bansang hospital was identified to benefit in their presentation. So yesterday, the PRO called to say they will give in this item, or delivering this item today, Wednesday. So today they are around to do the presentation. It's all geared towards fighting against COVID-19. So before we go further, we would like them to introduce, because I do not know each of their names, introduce themselves, and then our members will also be introduced. So Shakeba, maybe you can start introducing your name.
Okay, my name is Hussein Okoli. I'm a senior volunteer of Giving Back to the Gambia.
Thank you, sir. Madam?
My name is Khadija Khan and I'm a volunteer.
Khadijatu?
Khan.
My name is Suleiman Jai, a volunteer and a resident of Bansang.
Good. Yes, sir.
He's the driver.
My name is Yusuf Juan. He's part of you?
Yes, of course. Yes.
Introduce yourself.
Yes. Yusuf Juan.
Juan.
Yeah.
Welcome.
Thank you.
In our midst, we have some members of senior management team.
Yes, my name is Kevin Sani. The cameraman, yeah.
Camera is not seeing you.
Yes.
We have Mr. Dembo Jawara. Dembo Jawara is a senior member of the hospital.
Yeah.
Next to him, that's Dembo. Next to him is senior private secretary,
Yeah.
Rohit Ambajan.
Yeah.
He's a beautiful lady.
Yes.
Your sister
Yeah.
is a principal accountant. Next to her is a security sergeant, Sana. Next to Sana, we have Mr. Bakanitiba, principal medical assistant. That is all the eye care of the hospital. Behind him down there is Sirifo Kani. He is the principal nursing officer of the hospital, responsible of the nurses in the hospital. Mr. Jibril Jao is the public relations officer of the hospital. Beside him is Mr. Keva Jang. Keva Jang is a senior nursing officer. He is the head of the duty room of the hospital. Mr. Alaji Nyang. Alaji Nyang is the procurement officer of the hospital. My humble self, I am Mr. Brahma Baki, hospital administrator. Then we have chief executive officer of the hospital. So you can see we have almost all the senior members.
Yes.
Some of them could not come because we wanted to arrange.
Yes.
It's supposed to be new that you are about to arrive, then this hall will be full.
Yeah.
These are the members that will receive you to go through the presentation. So on that note, we will allow your head to do the opening or delivery remarks.
Yes.
Before the CEO comes to do his remarks. So
Okay, good afternoon once again. Again, my name is Hussein. Okay, Giving Back to the Gambia is a charity foundation that seeks to help Gambians, more especially the people. A part of our agenda, most of the things we are dealing with is with regards to the health system. Part of some of the activities we have done in previous years, we are able to fly out some Gambian children out of the country for overseas treatment with regards to hospitals that report a case to us that there are patients in their hospital that has a treatment that cannot be treated in the Gambia. So we feel like most of our activities was centered on the combos this couple of years. So when the corona pandemic came, we feel necessary that it's a collective effort, it's a collective fight So this time we said, why not we extend our hands to the rural Gambians too? Because as the coronavirus don't know where you come from, where you are from, rural area or the urban area. If one person is affected, the whole country is actually affected. So that's why we gather some things together. Before we thinking of the major hospitals in the Gambia, but then we come think twice and said, why not we set and divide the materials to almost all the health centers across the country, from Biam to Osbase and going around to the northern bank of the country. So this is the gesture that we also seek to contribute our quarter towards this fight. As we all understand that the nurses and the doctors and the health experts are the heroes of the Gambia at this trying time, and even the world at large. I used to tell my friends, when we are at school, we do a debate that's called teachers are more important than doctors. And him now, I was telling everyone now, you know, all teachers are at home, yes. So doctors are still at work. Yeah. So we feel like we should join them for this fight. That's why we come up this thing. It's not much, as we intend to serve almost all the major health centers in the Gambia. But coming here today and looking at the type of reception we receive from the hospital management with all these busy schedules, I think this is going to be a very good start between the hospital and the foundation. As I said, most of the time we deal with health issues too. And we have donated a lot of huge amount of things to the Banjul Hospital, Serikunda Hospital, and all other hospitals in Congo. But I think this time, God was able to bring our eye here for a start, and I hope this partnership will continue as we have the contact of the hospital, and we make sure the PRO of the hospital and the PRO have that good relationship and that good friendship, so as to see, sexual activities regarding health issues, we will at least, as we are giving back to the Gambia, but this time we consider the hospitals in the main hospitals in the rural Gambia for that. So that's why we are here today. We thank you so much for this reception, and I think this is just amazing. Okay, the foundation, and we have went to a lot of places. Even when we used to do major fund presentation to hospitals, we don't receive such thing. And reception, and we used to put in a huge amount of fun in those activities. But thank God that with these little tokens, we actually show the appreciation before you guys will even speak. So I can actually assure you of this collaboration and this partnership. This is going to be a very good start between the hospital and the foundation. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So, equally, you mentioned something very important. See, before you came in, you were saying, I've never received this type of a reception. Now I think I'll come back. I said, this is why we want you to be comfortable, so that you come back.
Yes.
So he has assured us that he will come back.
Yes.
And then, he has just indicated that they've been presenting a lot of money to other areas, but they have not seen sort of what is happening. So things that you mentioned are very, very, very important. The hospital, as I was casually talking about to Mr. Sane, with one collaboration, you mentioned about collaboration. Probably she will get to that area. But there are many areas where we can collaborate. I casually talked to him about it and the PRO about it. Water is life. And when he told me we are also into borehole digging, I said then we can partner in that area. Hospital will need 24 hours water supply, high pressure, clean water, so that everybody's home. Hospital is everybody's home. We never know. Even the president could be hosted here. God forbid. So this is why hospitals will be very comfortable. Water throughout, clean water, and I mean anything that can happen. So we will go to partner, further discuss with your PRO and your president about that. So once again, we want to say welcome to Bansang Hospital, and then partnership has just begun. Before you leave, we exchange ideas and then emails and other things. Very soon, we'll get our thank you letter. This is Bansang Hospital. Always give back.
Yes.
Not in terms of money, but in terms of that hospitality and other things. So we will get to that, I'm sure, very much. So you can take this to your foundation that this hospital covers about 600 people, 600,000 people. 600,000 people from Gambian population. How much is there? The regions, URR, CRR, and then customers, all come to the hospital. So it's a very critical and crucial hospital. So getting support from people is very, very paramount. In all areas, we need support. We need support from partners. You know, every small book or every small item we put here, we put in good use. Come later, 1 year later, you find out what happened to those items. You find the records intact, that they have been put in good use. So once again, we thank you for coming. So we don't want to prolong the discussion. We allow the CEO to keep his remark. Thank you, CEO.
Thank you so much. I would also join my colleagues in first and foremost welcoming you to Bansang Hospital. And I think we are not going to say much. See, it's never late to start doing something good. And seeing your arms this far, although we know the COVID-19, you see, is a propelling factor for everybody to contribute something, even if it is not for the sake of other people, but for your own sake. But what is so impressive of your coming is the fact that you are able to realize the difference between the institutions that you have been supporting. That is very key. And also, we are all living in the same Gambia by going by the name, giving back to the Gambia. It's not giving back to Banjul. It's giving back to the Gambia. So that means that all Gambians, they have equal opportunity to that charitable organization. For us, this is not small. It's going to help a lot because prevention is better than cure. And if you prevent somebody from contracting the virus, you may even prevent your own self. Because that could have been the source of transmission to you. So, like I've been saying, government cannot do it alone. In fact, government is just there to guide the good citizens to contribute in the development of their own country. And I was talking to your colleague. This hospital has been supported for the past 28 years by a person who doesn't live in the country, who doesn't have any relative, and don't expect to come and benefit from any of these services. But many a time, if we approach her for any support, she always have one question for us. What are your people doing for you? I think that's you see, it's a very painful question. But in return, what we would tell her, we don't feel ashamed of begging to save life. Because we are not begging for personal interest, but to save somebody's life. So that begging is worthwhile. You see, people make some presentations, some donations elsewhere under the eyes of the authority because they want to better people. But whatever you are doing, the benefit should outweigh personal benefit. And I can assure you that this will go in no small measure in helping us to fight this COVID-19 pandemic. Because you can see at the entrance, there's a container like this. And we are continuously developing the sets because as we are providing this kind of resources, but the welfare of the people that come for that service is also very key because they need to be comfortable while you carry out your activities. That's why you are seeing the sets. Things are very difficult, but we have to manage within those limited resources to make sure we also provide their comfort. Because you cannot put somebody under this hostile environment, very hot. They would be patient because they want to get cured. But you as a professional, I don't think you are fulfilling your role. So we are doing all those things. So you get it out of these guidance. Okay. I think this is the start of a long journey. Me, I'm convinced you will come back. And in no small measure. Like he said, sometimes you also help people who are in their need, who need overseas treatment. And most of them, they are from the rural area. Because the people, they don't need to come to you. In fact, even if they don't need overseas treatment, they would just go for their treatment outside. Because they have the means and ways of doing it. It is the poor people who will always come and look for such kind of resources. And if you look at the poverty index, these are the regions that are mostly hit. Coming from URR, CRR, you go. These are the people mostly affected. And when it comes to the health indicators, I think these are the people who are also affected. And I'm sure you have gone to many hospitals. You see, and I don't need to tell you the difference. That is an assurance that anything that you provide, even if it is 1 liter of this detergent, it will be put in best use. Because that's the best way also to encourage your supporter to come back. If you come and found that this has been utilized as for its reason, then you will not hesitate to bring another one. Because when you bring it, you are assured it will be put in the solution. So that assurance is there. I think bringing back to the Gambia, we can do a lot for one institutions like that. Because you went to Brazil, I'm not sure whether you went as far as fire. Because those are the furthest health facilities in the country. And if you go this way, you cannot see a big hospital, but when you come to Guyana. And I don't need to tell you what exists in these hospitals because you have been there. But in terms of caseload, they cannot compare with this hospital. But this hospital is also the list that has been considered. But looking at its strategic locations, sometimes you post people, they would even say it's too far, it's too long. But it's the same Gambian people who live here. Also. So I think we are so much grateful and extend this to the President and the PM that we are much appreciative of this. Because I'm sure if it was publicity, you would have said, can you arrange for GRCs to be there? We have seen people do it. But I know that is not your objective. Your objective is to do this thing clandestinely so that it goes to the beneficiaries and they benefit from it. And that we are aware of and we appreciate that. And we will keep it at that low profile. But we are sure that it will be put into best use. There are some issues that we would also want to collaborate with you in future. Because, like he said, the issue of the borehole is one. And a big hospital like this, where you still lack some basic facilities, I think that is very important, like the accident and emergency, the intensive care unit, because the Honorable Minister is visionary. He is thinking of having the second hemodialysis unit in the country in Bansang. I think that's a laudable stride, because if you look at hemodialysis, you go for your treatment 3 times in a week. If you are from Basse, you travel 3 times a week to Banjul. Is that possible? It's not possible. So it means you have to completely go and move permanent in Banjul. Then you are leaving your family behind. So having a center like that here, I think is timely. It's timely. So let's continue the collaboration. I know for now everybody is scared of the pandemic, especially the phone. Sometimes when you go, when you want to wave at them, they will say, no. So, but please, let's collaborate. This country belongs to us. we the young ones, let's not rely on the outsiders to come and build our country. Let us be proud in participating in building our own country. I think that is very important. If you do that, you are leaving a legacy. Because all of you present here, according to your introductions, you are volunteers. How many Gambian youths would want to volunteer out of humanitarian gestures? No, they would prefer sitting down, drinking their time. But what you are doing is only the Almighty Allah that can do that. And continue the good strife you are doing. Where you have people who can also come, please be ambassadors of this hospital. The hospital needs to expand because the diseases, every day you see disease pattern changing. Nobody was thinking of the COVID-19. Now it is here. May God forbid, who knows what is coming next. So, but this should be an eye-opener for all of us in anticipation of emergencies like this. Because in here in Congo, I understand the Ebola is cropping up with the COVID-19. So where you have Ebola and COVID-19 in one country, in a poor resource country like the Gambia, so imagine what is going on. It will be terrible. Other countries where you have over 2,000 deaths every day. Let's pray and hope it doesn't go. So I think this is going to help a lot. So the connections, you will continue doing that. Then we'll move on. Because for now, everybody is working towards the COVID-19. There is no time to relent. But we will continue working as partners. So once again, on behalf of my colleagues and the board members of this hospital and the ministry, we say thank you so much.
Thank you very much, CEO. Well said. Those are words of inspiration and powerful. These words are good, very good advices that is telling you, and we want to keep it up. So as I said, we don't want to prolong the meeting, but to invite our PRO to give a vote of thanks and while we go down to receive the items.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good afternoon. We thank Allah and thank you for coming all the way from the coast to reach out to Bansang Hospital with this wonderful donation. Donations are never small, but the intention is what matters most. And especially at this crucial time of this fight of COVID-19. So on behalf of the hospital, we thank you very much for your efforts and wish you see you back home. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So now invite your head,
Yes.
CEO to do a material.
Okay, so this is 14 on this.
Okay.
We have 14 on this.
14 minutes.
You said
14 on this. This is 14 on this.
yes. Yes. Yes.
So we have, I think, this is 800 gloves. With different sizes. This is gloves. Different sizes. So I think with the social distance, this is a good presentation.
Yes. Yes, you can
Yeah,
go
so,
ahead and
yeah, so we can just take a photo of it.